special thanks to our resource person, Mr. S. Adina Pandian sir, Managing Director, Adina Pandian Private Limited, Chennai and Tenkasi. In spite of his busy schedule, he accepted our request to give a wonderful presentation on today's webinar. I hope that this webinar will be a turning point for our engineering community to find best opportunity in biomedical as well as electronics field. Finally, I convey my heartfelt thanks to all the participants who attended this seminar event during this pandemic situation. In this regard, I request all the participants should mute your audio and video for the convenience of everyone. Next, it is time to permit to use the headphone for the better audio. If you have any queries, please type in your chat, which will be visible on your screen, and can interact with the resource person at the end of the session. At the end of the webinar, the feedback link will be provided in the chat box. Hence, the feedback link will be activated only 40 minutes. So I request all the participants to complete and fill all the parameters within the stipulated timing. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you. Now the session will hand over to our resource person, Mr. Adina Pandian sir. Sir, please. Thank you, sir. Please direct. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the introduction, my friend Dr. Yuvraj, head of the department, GRT Institute of Technology, and thanks to the management for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts and my experience to the biomedical engineers. So this is a session actually the job opportunities for the biomedical engineers in the modern healthcare world. I hope everyone it is audible, right? I hope it is audible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So today's webinar topic is actually job opportunities for the biomedical engineers in the modern healthcare world. Actually, the job opportunities means that I'm not going to say any which are all the vacancies available and what are all the things available. I'm not going to say like that. I'm going to say some of the pinpoint for especially for those who are pursuing biomedical engineering and those who are graduating biomedical engineering in the past 2 to 3 years. So I want to share some of the things that needed for the biomedical engineers, especially for the beginners and those who are pursuing biomedical engineering and those who are graduates. So I just explain these kind of webinars, especially for boosting the biomedical engineers. Actually, the job opportunities is nothing but the role of the biomedical engineers, because each and every year, each and every decade, the role of the biomedical engineer is entirely different. Because we are just go for 1990s, the role of the biomedical engineering is entirely different in nowadays. So I just compare, then only you can able to understand what is the modern world is, because nowadays you are straight away into the modern world. How far the technologies, everything is almost developed, especially in the healthcare sector. So you are straight away pursuing biomedical engineering and straight away entering into the market. You must understand about what are all the things available in the 1990s and 1950s. Then only you can able to understand how far this particular biomedical engineering is developed from 19th century to now. Then only you can able to understand how far this particular technology is developed, because you are straight away entering into the modern technology instead of. So that is what you just understand what is happening in the past actually. So in that the overall theme about this particular webinar is I just give a brief explanation about what has happened in the biomedical artists, what has happened for the biomedical engineers during the 50 to 60 years back, and then what are all the roles responsible for the biomedical engineers. According to that only your opportunities may vary in each and every sector. Okay, that is what I'm going to discuss about today. My kind request is none of the participants, can you please don't share your presentation, because I am also joined as like a participant. So if you're sharing your screen, then I can't able to share my screen to everyone. It is not visible to everyone. So I request all the participants to don't share your screen, everything. So we are just straight away go to the presentation now. Yes. Everyone can able to see this slide, right? Anyone response,
Yes,
please?
sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, actually, I already told you the job opportunities for the biomedical engineers in the modern healthcare. Well, first of all, I want to discuss about what is a modern healthcare. Well, if you want to understand what is modern healthcare, well, you need to understand what has happened in the past for the biomedical engineer. So, within the two to three slides, I will explain you what has happened previously, and then we just moved into the modern healthcare. Well, okay. In that. Of course, bio plus medical plus engineering. Of course, everybody says that so many definitions nowadays. Everybody says that the people, the electronics is mingled with the anatomy. That is called as the biomedical engineering. That is a bridge connection between the anatomy and the electronics. That is a biomedical engineering. Everybody says that. But in my point of view, according to the current modern technology, I'm going to say the clear explanation about what is biomedical engineering, because each and every one, every beginners, every freshers, and every graduate should know about this biomedical engineering exactly. Then only you can able to go for seeking the job and seeking the opportunities and whatever it takes. So actually, the biomedical engineering is the term. The biomedical engineering is nothing but, of course, you all know that bio means that the living organism. It indicates the living. It indicates living things, all the things. But in the term biomedical engineering, the word bio indicates the people, those who are affected, the people, those who are injured with somebody, the people, those who are affected by any diseases, the people, those who are uncomfortable with the body. That the term indicates the bio. Please remember. And then medical indicates that the person who is affected by that particular any sort of the diseases or any sort of injuries or any sort of the discomfortableness, the next thing what the people can able to do is they straight away go to the medical. Medical in the sense it indicates the doctor. Okay, she straight away go to the doctor, and doctor says that the doctor is a person. He can able to identify what sort of the diseases, what sort of the injury is, what sort of this particular person is affected by, what sort of the discomfortableness happened for that particular person. That can able to identify by the doctors. Okay, so at the period of 1990s and at the period of at the start of the 19th century, some of the doctors very uncomfortable to predict what is the exact disease of the person. Some of the doctors are uncomfortable to predict what sort of injuries the particular person is having, what sort of the discomfortableness the particular person is having. So the doctor felt uncomfortable to predict some of the diseases. So during the time, some of the society people to help the doctor, to hang the section along with the doctor. Sir, please find out this particular apparatus. This particular apparatus will help you to determine or to diagnose the particular illness. Sir, use this particular accessories. This particular accessory will help you to diagnose the particular illness of the patient. So that is what these particular people, these society people will help the doctor to diagnose the illness of the particular patient. That society peoples are nothing but the third term engineering. So that engineers are called as the biomedical engineers. You just please understand. You must please understand what is biomedical engineering exactly. Definition is of course right, but the term biomedical engineering is this, that the doctors can able to recover the illness of the patient, whether it may be diagnostically or therapeutically, using some of the equipments. The equipment is manufactured, selling, and the demo, giving a demo to the doctors by the engineers called the biomedical engineers. So that is what our role is actually. Okay. So I hope so you understand what is biomedical engineering. And then I want to share something about how far this particular biomedical engineering opportunities nowadays. Everyone is searching job. Everyone is seeking job. I need a job. I need a job. I need a job. First of all, whatever the things you have studied during the engineering, I hope it is not at all comfortable for you to face the market, because what are all the things you have studied in the book? It is not going to be asked in the interview. Apart from all these things, you need some of the recent updates. You need to some of updates what has happened in the healthcare sector nowadays. So that is what you need to go for some of the brief explanation about what has happened in the past. Then only you can able to understand comfortably what has happened now and how far the biomedical engineering is developed now in the 2020 and what has happened in the 2030. All the things you need to know. Because of that, I'm putting the slide. Just a brief explanation about what has happened. Okay, during the year of 1895, of course, every biomedical engineer should remember this particular year and this particular person who is going to be. 1895 is the year the biomedical engineering evaluation starts. In the 1895, the man in the photo is called as William Röntgen. He start introducing the X radiations. He start introducing the X radiation. Whenever there is an electron is stopped by the fast moving electron is stopped by the metal target, in producing some of the radiations called the X-ray. That is the terminology. Will evaluate or start evaluation of the biomedical engineering in the year of 1895. Before 1895, the doctors are uncomfortable to predict some of the injuries, especially bone injuries. After the invention of the transient X-ray, the doctors felt very comfortable to know about the injuries of the particular patient. What sort of the injuries it is. It is very comfortable for the doctors can able to predict what is the illness exactly. So during the 1895, during the 19th century starting, this particular X-ray is a modern technology. You please understand that particular X-ray is a modern technology. You just think about what is X-ray now. Okay, that is what. So 1895, after the invention of the Röntgen, the doctors felt very comfortable for knowing some of the bone injuries and everything. After the year is going on. During the year of 1930s, doctors felt some of the uncomfortableness by viewing some of the portion of the bone, especially ligament tear, tendon tear, especially the soft tissue cartilage, can't able to view through the X-ray. So these kind of disadvantages the doctors facing. So he are just put it in the market. These are all the disadvantages in the X-ray. We can't able to predict some of the soft tissues imaging. We can't able to find out some of the injuries like that. So during the time of 1930s, some of the biomedical engineers, especially from the England, especially from the British scientists, he start recovering all these illness created by the Röntgen. Because the doctor says that this particular two-dimensional image is not comfortable for me to predict where the problem is exactly. So we need to upgrade of the particular equipment. So from the 1930 onwards, most of the engineers starts working to overcome this disadvantage. At last, in the year of 1972, the particular disadvantages will be overcome by the man who is from the England. The man name is called as Godfrey Hounsfield. Hope you see in the video. Hope you see in the photo. The Godfrey Hounsfield. He introduced a computer-aided tomography. Computer-aided tomography give advantage to the doctors to view a three-dimensional image of the particular bone. So the doctor can able to comfortable now. So just think that 1895 to 1972, it almost 80 years crossed over to invent the new invention in the era. But just think over it. For the predictions, for the overcoming of the particular disadvantage, this particular man, Godfrey Hounsfield, introduced a computer-aided tomography. The computer-aided tomography is very comfortable for the doctor to view some of the three-dimensional image. The doctor is very comfortable for viewing some of the ligament tear and tendon tear, all the things. So that is what the development is. Because of this particular invention, Godfrey Hounsfield received the Nobel Prize for the invention of CT. Then, after the year go on, during the year of 1973 and 1974, the doctors give some of the disadvantage to the CT also, because many of the patients receive so many radiations. Because during a long time, the patient is in the radiation exposure. So the patients feel very uncomfortable. There are some of the effects. There are some of the secondary effects to be created by the person because of the radiation exposure. These are all the disadvantages will be added over into the market by the doctors. So this will affect the Godfrey Hounsfield invention. Then after that, he invented so many generations. There are over 4 generations are there now in the market of CT. So now we are currently using the 4th generation of CT. Of course, the 5th generation of CT is there. But 4th generation is very comfortable for the doctors to view the three-dimensional image. After the invention of that particular 4th generation of CT, the doctors very well uncomfortable. What is that? This radiation exposure is also give some of the secondary effect to the person. So during the time, some of the scientists, especially some of the Dutch scientists, he introduced, without radiation, we need to do something. Because the doctors adding the disadvantages. The doctors adding the disadvantages of the Godfrey Hounsfield invention. So for that, we need to overcome that particular disadvantage. So during the year of 1977, Damadian, Raymond Damadian, his name is Raymond Damadian, who you see in the photo. Raymond Damadian, who invented the magnetic resonance imaging, that will overcome the disadvantages of the CT. During the year of 1977, that is the modern technology. During the year of 1972, computer tomography is the modern technology. During the year of 1977, MRI is the modern technology. It will overcome all the disadvantages of the 1972 Godfrey Hounsfield invention. So that is what you need to remember, how far the development is. At the same time, the duration period of the invention is also from 1895 to 1972, almost 80 years to give the particular invention to overcome the disadvantage. In the year of 1972 only, the Godfrey Hornswell approved a computer-aided tomography. But within a year of 5 years, after the invention of Godfrey Hornswell, the duration will shut down. 1977 itself, the Raymond Damadian invented MRI. That is the development of the biomedical engineering in the 1977. That is the modern technology. But nowadays, each and every day, FDA, that is FDA is nothing but Food and Drug Administration. That is the society that will giving approval to the each and every medical devices to the market. Each and every day in the world, each and every day FDA approval approving 2 to 3 equipments to the market. So that is what the development is. That is what the biomedical engineering development is. That is what you need to know about it. So after the invention of MRI, from the 1972 onwards, the radiological equipment start booming. After the invention of the MRI from the Raymond Damadian, most of the companies, those who are doing other business, especially take an example of the Philips, take an example of the Johnson & Johnson, take an example of the General Electricals, take an example of the Siemens, all the companies, nowadays they are all the tier 1 companies. All these companies during the year of 1977, they are doing some other business. They are just keenly watching this particular healthcare industry. After the invention of MRI, everybody is moving towards the healthcare sector. So what is that particular tier 1 company management think about it? So they think about it, they start financing, they start funding their money towards the healthcare product. So that is what, after the 1977 invention, during that time, that is the modern technology. After the invention of 1977 only, most of the corporate companies, most of the tier 1 companies, they are doing the other business. They start funding the manufacturing of healthcare product, especially radiological equipment product. That is the very comfortable thing for the biomedical engineers to recruit over. So that is what the development is. That is what the development, I am really pointing out. You must know the modern technology, how far the development is. Okay, so that is what, even nowadays, the 90 plus tier 1 companies are there in the world. They are all manufacturing 75% of the radiological equipments. Just think about it. In 1895, the Ranjan is the only man here producing X-radiations. Just think now. Even a single city, it having a 3 to 4 multi-speciality hospital. In that, the particular, even a single hospital have more than 5 plus X-radiation machines. Just think about that, the development is. So that is what I'm pointing out. Okay, then. So here, what is the need of, I'm talking about these kind of techniques and everything else, because according to the techniques only, your roles may change.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. I think somebody of them presented, I think so.
1 second. Okay, I will send message for chat box. Okay, thank you.
Can I come back again, sir? Yeah, I will
No
come
problem,
back
sir.
again. Okay.
No problem. You can
It is visible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
It is visible
No,
now, sir?
screen is not. No, sir. Screen is
Not
not
visible?
visible, sir. Yes.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I request all the participants are advised to avoid screen sharing, please. Participants.
Yeah, now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now you can able to view, right, sir? Now you can able to view the screen?
Visible only, sir. Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir,
you,
yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yeah. Come on. So that is what is the reason why I'm talking about these techniques and everything is, sir, Dr. Yuvraj, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Dr. Yuvraj, sir, if there is any, the screen is not visible, can you please tell me? I will go back again and come back. Okay.
Yeah, surely I'll tell you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So that is what, but my dear participants, can you please don't share your screen? That does make very uncomfortable for some of the participants to view the slides. Okay, that is what very important. So I just please keep your audio mute and video mute. At the same time, don't share your screen. My kind request is that. So of course, the techniques. So whatever the techniques nowadays, there are so many technological development is there. According to the technological development only, the roles may vary for the biomedical engineers. Because I just think in 1895, the only radiological equipment is X-radiations. So the role of the biomedical engineer is very minimum. So after the invention of the 1972, the computer-aided tomography, all the equipment like ultrasound, PET CT, SPECT, all the thing is developed over. So during that time, the role of the biomedical engineering is entirely different when compared to the 1895. And then after the invention of the MRI, the linear accelerator, everything is coming out. The positron emission tomography added with MRI, all the thing is coming after the invention of the 1977 Raman Damadian invention. So during that time, the role of the biomedical engineering is entirely different. That's what I mentioned that now in 2020, what happened for the biomedical engineering is the roles and responsibility, what they have in 1990s to the 2000 starting, that is entirely different nowadays. So that is the very important thing. Don't search for the job first of all. Don't search for the job. First of all, you must understand what is the role of yours. What is the role of your, what has happened in the market, and then seek the opportunities. Then through the seeking opportunity, you can go to the job. That is the very important thing. Many of them did a mistake. Because whatever the thing we crossed over through the book in the college, it does not happen in the market because that are all not updated. Because faculty members are not responsible for that. Because all the things that are all studied in the college is the basics. Of course, that are all very important. At the same time, along with that, we should have some of the updated knowledge, updated technological knowledge also. Then only you can able to face the market. You are not keep the basics along with you. Only we can able to search the market. So that is what very important. You should know about the roles and responsibilities of yours first of all. According to that only the opportunities may vary. According to the opportunities only you can able to seek the job. That is what I am talking about in the previous slides. What are all the techniques we have already? Okay, that is what. So please remember, first of all, you need to know the techniques, and then you need to know the roles, and then only you need to seek for the opportunities. Okay, so first of all, so I'm going to say some of the modern techniques in the biomedical engineering. There's this over there in the biomedical engineering indicates that there are so many techniques available for the biomedical engineering nowadays. So that is what indicated that. So modern techniques, what are all the modern techniques available nowadays, and what are all the roles and responsibilities of the biomedical engineering nowadays, and what are all the points that is expecting from the recruiters to the from the freshers, all the things we want to discuss. Okay. So first of all, we are all aware about the term bioprinting. Of course, we can't able to see this particular bioprinting anywhere in the book of in the college days. Just take an example of any of the subject in any semester. The bioprinting word is not at all printed or on any of the book in the college syllabus. According to any sort of university, I'm not only talking about Indian universities. Most of the universities we crossed over some of the books and everything. We have crossed over some of the syllabus. This bioprinting is not available for it. So that is what. If the particular person is not knowing about what is bioprinting, if the particular person is going for the interview, the particular interviewer asking something about the bioprinting, then he is collapsed. He's not aware about it. So that is what I am telling about. You should know about the updating technology, what has happened nowadays. Then only it is very comfortable for you to face the market. Then only it is very comfortable for to face the competitors. That is what. So bioprinting, of course, that is a recent technology. Of course, bioprinting. Of course, bioprinting is the terminology. How far the CT is an advancement of X-ray and MRI is an advancement of CT. Like that, the 3D printing. The 3D printing, of course, the 3D printing is not inventing for the healthcare department. Actually, our biomedical engineers, they just hold over that particular 3D printing to the healthcare department for the invention of so many implanting devices. Okay, so after the invention of that particular 3D printing, we can able to use some of the bio inks. Using the bio inks, we can able to do so many things for the healthcare sector. So that is the main job done by the biomedical engineers, printing human organs with biomaterials. Using the biomaterial, because in the 3D printing, they are using some of the chemicals. That is acrylate methylene oxide. They are using some of the 3D printing chemical for preparing some of the models. But nowadays, the bioprinting says that giving a bio ink, that particular bio ink is nothing but a biomaterials. That is very helpful for creating the biomedical human organs. Okay, that is what. Here we can able to see the 3D printing. In the 3D printer, what has happened in the 3D printer? The particular nowadays the phone is comfortable for you. Even an Android phone is very comfortable for you to take an image of the 3D image of the particular person through the MRI or the through the CT. That particular image is also very comfortable for the 3D printer. We can able to modeling the print. That is what the development is. That is what the development is. This is what this particular 3D invention, this particular 3D equipment will create. Not only the heart, it can able to create the blood vessels also. It can able to create the liver. It can able to create the kidney. So this is what. This is particularly for the biomedical engineering. because this is totally involving into the healthcare department. This is particularly for the biomedical engineering invention. Every biomedical engineer should aware about it. What is bioprinting? How far this particular printing is happened? What is the procedure? What is happening in the 3D printer? What is the working principle? How far it can able to create a model as per it is? Because after the invention of this particular bioprinting, the doctors are not comfortable with viewing the image through the MRI. Automatically, they are creating the printer. They are just keep it in the hand and seeing what has happened in the particular patient's illness. In the 3D printer itself, the model itself, the doctor can able to find out what is the illness happened in the human body. So that is what the image is also gone over. The model is created by the biomedical engineers for the biomedical engineers. That is very important. Okay, you must know that this is the process. This is the process where how far this particular printing is happening on. All these particular images, whatever we captured over the camera, that will be sent to that particular 3D printer. That particular 3D printer having the software, especially it is something related to the back propagation. That particular images will handed over this particular equipment according to the image what it captured. It can able to frame as a model. So within a fraction, not in a fraction of a minute, within a 1 hour or within a half an hour or within a 20 minutes, according to the equipment and according to the organ, this particular printer can able to create a model. So the doctors felt very comfortable to viewing the equipment. See, not only this, all the organs, we have bionic eye is there, that is ear is there, liver is there, kidney is there, prosthetic legs are there. All the things we can able to create using this particular 3D printer. So that is very comfortable for the doctors to replace the human organs, natural organs by the artificial organs using this particular 3D printer. Okay, that is what the development is. He is as like us, is look like as the natural ear. This is a 3D printer. This is a 3D printer output here. It is as like as the natural ear. You just look over it. Okay. Then come let's the next technology, the prosthetic legs in the 1990s period, starting of the 1990s and the 1950s. Those who are affected this particular any accident, major accident, if the particular person is lost their legs, then what is the next word the doctor says? See, you lost your leg. Please don't go anywhere. You just be in the bed itself. You need some other person to help you for some other thing. So that is what the response is. But nowadays it is not happen. The person, those who lost their leg in the accident, whatever the accident, major accident, we have some of the assist devices to occur in. So that is what this development, the prosthetic legs. This is the development. This is the development course. This is developed in the year of 1990s only. It has not happened in the before 1950s or 1940s. So those who are attended any sort of accidents, we have some of the accessories to help over the natural organ. This particular prosthetic legs in the middle of the 1950s and in the middle of the 1970s, this particular prosthetic legs needed some of the basic biomechanics. Of course, the basic biomechanics is required for framing this artificial organ, especially the limbs and the hips and everything. But nowadays, what happened is, if the particular person is lost the leg, the 3D printing technology will view the image of the particular alternate leg. Using the particular image, the particular printer can able to create the artificial leg through the bioprinter. There is no need of biomechanics required there. There is I'm not saying a 0% of biomechanics required. The usage of that particular biomechanics is very comfortable by using the 3D printer. So the time saving is rapid. For example, if the person is lost their leg, he need to replace their leg by the prosthetic leg in the year of 1995. It takes almost 6 months, or it takes almost 3 to 6 months for replacement of the particular prosthetic leg. But nowadays, within a day or within a week, the particular person is fitted over in the artificial prosthetic legs by creating the 3D printing option. So that is what the development is. You should understand about what is happened in this prosthetic leg. Of course, you know that there are so many minute organs, tissues, bones, cartilage, all the thing is present in the bone, especially in the lower leg. There are so many analyses over there, especially you are here about the gait analysis. That part sort of the thing is also required for the creation of the prosthetic leg. It is not a simple project. You can able to hear about, you can able to know about what is the development is, what is happened in this, what is the principle to make this particular prosthetic legs. That are all the things happen. That are all the things interviewer may ask. What has happened? What is prosthetic legs? Can you say anything about it? During that time, you need to say something about it, because these are all the things you're not here about during the studies of engineering, because we are not crossed over during the syllabus. Syllabus studying. That is what I'm talking about. These are all the advantages. These are all the things you need to update it by yourself. So, okay. Then, of course, this particular person whom you are seeing in the video is a managing director of some of the Tier 1 companies. Some of the Tier 1 companies in the textile industry. He met with an accident. That particular person, the doctor says that you don't have any sort of options to stand over and work over. But here, what you are seeing in the left side, that is the heat processes. That is the heat process actually. The particular person's lower side, after from the abdomen, the lower part of the particular managing director is totally collapsed. This particular creation is done by the biomedical engineer. That is the very important thing you need to know about it. That creations will help that particular managing director to work on it. That is the very important. That is what the advantage is. Okay. So this is what he can able to walk. He can able to ride the bike. He can able to ride the bicycle. He can able to walk in over the streets. All the thing happen only because of this particular invention, this particular prosthetic hips. So that is what the development is, because these are all the things not available during the year of 1990s and the 1950s, of course. This is all the development after the invention, after the 2000 only. So that is what the development is. You need to know about it. So the next technology is drug delivery path. Of course, nowadays the obesity is a major issue for many of the patients. They felt obesity. So there are so many options are also there. So many advertisements are also there. We can able to view through the video, through the television. We can able to say so many drugs are there, so many ointments are there, so many massages are there. Everything is not possible to clear the obesity patient's illness. But the invention done by the biomedical engineer, these are all the things done by the clinical engineer. The clinical engineering is a domain that is coming under the biomedical engineering. That clinical engineer, the tissue engineer, people can able to make this particular delivery system part, especially the delivery system patch for especially fighting for the obesity patients. Okay, this particular thing, the invention, what you have seen in the MN patch, that MN patch will collapsing the adipose tissue of the patient. The fat, it will collapsing the fat of the particular patient. No need of any surgery, no need of any implantation, no need of any the person who need to go to the hospital and held down in the bed, all the thing. Nothing happen. He can able to fix the as like as a belt. That particular creation will do much amount of result. This is approved by the FDA in the year of 2005. It is very booming nowadays. It is very booming nowadays. Most of the patients, most of the Northeast people, they are using this particular thing for reducing obesity. So that is what the development is. You need to know. Just think over it. These are all the clinical engineers. These are all the clinical engineers who inventing this particular patch is over. That is MN patch, MN patch. We can able to adopt over that particular backbone. That particular thing will collapsing the excess amount of the adipose tissue that is happening in the human body will collapsing over. That is what. There is no pain. There is no pain. We can able to reduce our weight. We can able to give much amount of obesity to the patient. That is what. That is the technology there. And the next technology you need to remember is wearable technology. Of course, the wearable technology is extraordinary. This particular wearable technology will collapse so many clinics nowadays. See, I just give an example. In the 2000, starting on in the 1990s, if any person in your home is sick with some of the high temperature, he's sick with some of the blood BP, then what is the next system you need to do? He called the particular person to go into the clinic and ask the doctor to check the temperature. You call the particular person to go to the clinic and ask the doctor to check the blood BP and pulse rate and ECG, whatever the thing. But think about nowadays, in the 2000 starting, all these are available portably. Portably, you have the digital thermometer. No need to go to the clinics. In the home itself, you can able to check your temperature. No need to go to the clinics. Yeah, in the home itself, you can able to check your pulse rate, blood pressure, diabetic rate, all the things you can able to do it in the home itself. No need to go to the clinics, of course. So that is what the development is. These are all not happen. These are all not available in the year of 1990s period, before 2000. These are all the things available. These are all the development done by the biomedical engineers. It was very comfortable for the people to live in the home itself to understand about their parameters. So that is what the development is. Okay. So keep cooling bioengineering clothing. This is the recent technology. This is a recent invention done by the bioengineers. That is a clothing. This particular clothing will reduce the thermal range of the person. The thermal range of the person will be reduced by using this particular clothing. Some of the fabrics oriented, some of the chemicals over there in the particular cloth to reduce the thermal effect of the particular patient. Okay.
Sir,
So if you want to clear explanation or description about it, you can able to ask me. Okay. So these are all the small description, because within a 1 hour I can't able to say all thing about the modern technology. I can able to view it. I can able to aware about it. These are all the things available. If you want, if you're interested in any of the technology, you just go and search. Okay, that is the very important. I should give an awareness about what are all the technologies available nowadays. So this is the skill. What I am talking about
Please
here.
share the screen.
This. Okay. Hope you can see the screen, right? Hope you can see the screen now.
yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes. Once again, I am requesting you all, the people, don't share your screen, because it is the flow will be missed. The flow will be missed out. Then your gathering of other knowledge will be also missed out. That is what I am telling about. So whatever the things we are crossed over in this particular technology, this is the clothing framer, fabrical clothing. It will reduce the thermal range of the people. Okay. Then. So not only that, wearable systems, all these things, totally 9,000 plus wearable systems, wearable devices are there in a world, in a modern world. Each and everything is developed by the biomedical engineers. Each and everything is developed by the biomedical engineers. Nowadays, everybody says that biomedical is nothing but electronics and the human anatomy. I am giving an example. For example, the person is studying electronics and communication or electronics and electrical engineering. If the particular person is finished BE biomedical, BE electrical or BE electronics engineering, according to the definition, if the particular person is go through the human anatomy, then he is called as a biomedical engineer. No, not at all. The biomedical engineering is not only the anatomy. Please remember, biomedical engineering is not only the study about the human organs and the human parameters. It includes the biomechanics of the human anatomy, human organs. It includes the basic physics of the human organ. The terminology, the each and every basic terminology is required. Not only the anatomy give the advantage to the other sort of engineering people can able to make as a biomedical engineer to make a device. So the basics of biomedical engineering is very important. That are all the things very helpful to make these kind of devices. That is what I'm telling about. 9,000 plus wearable devices are now in the market that is approved by the FDA. These are all available in the market, done by most of these particular wearable systems. The 50% of the wearable systems are created by the final year student. That is very important thing. That is a search we can made for. That is a 50 to 55% of the wearable systems are the final year projects that can able to approve for the patent, and the FDA approved this. And nowadays it is in the market. So that is what the development is. That is what the development is. What you are studying is very important. These are all the wearable systems available. Using that, we can able to find out what sort of the parameters. You can able to measure all these things. You can able to measure all the parameters, body temperature. You can able to measure your body sickness. All the things can able to measure using this particular wearable system. No need to go for the doctors. No need to go for the clinics. No need to go for any sort of the other persons to know about your parameter. Even in the home itself, or during your daily process itself, you can able to know about the parameters of each and everything. So that is the very important thing, because of course we can able to find out the wearable systems once of asthma attacks. That is a tracking device actually. That is a tracking device invented by the biomedical engineer to know about the asthma attacks using the wearable system that is ordered in the market. So that is what the development is. All these inventions are available in the market. All these inventions are available in the market, but not in the book. That is the very important drawback in our educational society. All these technologies are in the market, not in the book. So that is not a fault of the faculty members of the university. If you want to know about these kind of updated technology, every person have nowadays. Every person have the world in with you through the Android phone. Through the Android phone, the world is with you. You can able to gain your knowledge by yourself. No need to go for any others. The world is yours. World is yours. You can able to search anything in the Android mobile itself. So these are all the things updated by yourself. Then only you can able to face the market. That is the very comfortable health test. Of course, this is the thing. Of course, this is the ECG. That is EEG machine. This particular invention is made by the Saudi Arabia students. Saudi Arabia, I hope Arab country students. This is the particular invention for the mind reading technology. Mind reading technology, of course, using this particular mind reading technology, we can able to measure the electroencephalography. This is the project actually. This is the project. This is not available in the market now. This is appeal for the approval from the FDA. So that is what the technology is. This is done by the biomedical engineer. You can able to do these sort of equipment that can able to search you, because nowadays the signal analysis, especially the EEG signal analysis, is very uncomfortable for the doctors to predict the alpha, beta, theta waves. But this particular machine will give exact reading about this. At the same time, it can able to read the mind also. So that is what the development is. And then the next technology is implanting technology. I remember all these technology I am talking about is for the awareness I am creating you. If you want to go about each and every technology, it takes almost a month or year to know about all these technology in detail. I'm just giving awareness about these are all the technologies available in the market. If you know about all this technology, even though if you're not know about it deeper, you're aware about it and know about it. That is what very comfortable for you to face the market. Okay, that is what I'm within a 1 hour I can able to do it. Then the next is implanting technology. That is a controlling of the prosthesis. Of course, in the previous slides, we saw about the prosthetic devices. That particular devices can able to fit into the replacing the natural organ. The particular person able to walk over. Okay, that is what this particular controlling process is. Human's brain is. Once human's brains can able to controlled by others. That is the technology. That is the technology. I can able to read you. I can able to tuning you using this particular technology. That is what the development is. The person who is mentally arrested, the person who is mentally arrested, the person is affected by some of the disease in brain. The person's brain is not comfortable to do some of the works. Using this particular technology, you can able to read the phone. You can able to read the computer. You can able to speak. You can able to walk. You can able to sing. Whatever the thing. This is not because of the doctors. Please remember. This is not because of the doctors. These are all the. This is possible only because of the devices. That particular device is created by the biomedical engineers. That is very important point. You need to know about it. So that is what the device. That is what the development is. You know of it. Of course. This particular person is mentally affected. This particular lady is mentally affected. Using this particular technology, this particular person can able to read the phone. Okay. See, creating a prosthetic device is not a simple matter. Please remember, because each and just take an example of the hand. There are so many minute bones and minute muscles are there in your legs and the bones. I'm sorry, legs and the upper limbs and the lower limbs. There are no metatarsal, tarsal, all the things are very, very, very minimum one. And each and every bone is do some of the special function. So we need to create each and every functions to that particular prosthetic device. So that is the creation is. Okay. So lift the particular cup and hold it and turn it into that. All this is possible only you know about the basics of the biomechanics, basics of the physics, basics of the technology that has happened behind this particular technology. So all this has happened only you are strong in the basics. At the same time, you know about what is the technology happen now. Okay, so this is available. This is particularly possible only because of the engineers, not for the doctors. The doctors open their hand because we are dealing with an equipment. We are not dealing with an equipment. We are dealing with a human organ. If the natural organ fault, if a natural organ give any fault, we can able to recover it. If in case the natural organ is not giving any assumptions, then we are not supposed to do anything. The biomedical engineers will help the people. Okay, that is what the engineering development is. That is what the development of the biomedical engineering and the model technology is. So the next device is assisting device. Assistive device give more amount of technological development for the modern healthcare world. Of course, just think over it. Just take an example of the small example of the wheelchair. Just go back to the 1990s or 1950s. During the period, the wheelchair is entirely different. Nowadays, the remote controlled wheelchair. Most of the final year projects are wheelchair. Most of the final year projects are automated wheelchair, remote controlled wheelchair. But all these things are possible. This is also a biomedical equipment, because whatever the equipment, it will help the people. It will help the patient illness. It will help the discomfortableness of the particular human. That are all the biomedical equipment. This particular wheelchair creation is very comfortable. All these equipment are called as an assistive device. We are not supposed to depending on any of the person. Using these particular devices, we can able to develop ourselves. Because just think over it. The person is in the wheelchair. He is keep on developing their health by themselves, and they just move into the next device and move into the next device, and finally he can able to walk. We are not depending on any sort of the people for assisting. The devices will assisting the particular person to give any sort of the comfortableness. That is what the development is. Just go back and 50 years back. Without the help of the other person, the particular person can't able to do anything. But nowadays it is not, because of the development of the technology. That is what the modern technology is. Okay, then the next technology you need to remember for the updating is nano robots. The nano robots can able to kill the cancers nowadays. The nano robots, many of the cancer, especially we can able to chronic diseases. The chronic diseases can able to recover by using these nano robots. The nano robots can able to send to the blood vessels of the persons. The particular robots will kill exactly the particular cancer tissues. So that is what happened. That is what the creation done by the nanotechnology people. The nanotechnology and the clinical engineering, tissue engineering, stem cells, all the things coming under the biomedical. So that is what the development is. The treatment of the cancer using the nanomedicines with the help of the quantum dots. The quantum dots, with the help of the nano robots, we can able to create the quantum dots to kill the particular multiplication of the cancer tissues. Okay, that is what happened. The nano robots will kill cancers. So you can have, if you have a chance to go back to the video and see this, how far the technology is, where we are. You just think about it. Whatever you are studying in the book is not at all comfortable for you to face the market. Of course, all the things are required. Whatever you are studying in the book is required. Of course, it is required. But that is not only help you. Updating knowledge is required. This nano robots, we can't able to find out any of the syllabus, any of the subjects in our engineering study. But this is available for the market. This is available in the market. So if you are attending any interview, if you are go for any job opportunities, if the particular interviewer may ask about the recent technology, you know anything about the nano robots, then what happened next? If you are aware about it, then only you can able to tell about it, right? That is what I am telling about. Okay, then this particular, now what is the function of that particular nano robot? It can able to it can able to impulse into the human body during the particular period. It can able to collapse it over. I hope you can able to see this now. Okay, these are all the thing happen. These are all the thing happen by step by step. We are not depending upon the doctors. We are depending upon the machines what we have. So using the machines also, we can able to comfortable to clear the doubts. Okay, according to some of the research, according to some of the magazine, in the 2030 and after 2030 or after 2040, the doctors are not required in the hospital. The doctors are not at all required in the hospital. The machines itself do many sort of things. Okay, that is what the technology is. And then just think, what is this? When he guesses, this is machine. That particular machine will learn everything through the book. That is called the machine learning. We can able to create. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. In the 2030, in the 2040, we are not at all required doctors. These are all the machines will do what are the things doctors can able to do. So that is what the development is. These are all the things not available before 2000. So that is what the development. The machine can able to do what sort of needed the particular persons needed. Okay, the particular illness can be cleared by this particular technology, machine learning, deep learning. This machine learning and deep learning will comfortable for you to make many sort of healthcare devices to make. So machine learning is a scientific study of algorithms. These are all the models and the computer systems to perform a specific task without any explicit instructions. That is a very important thing. Everything we need to add it over. It should not be wait for anything. It should not be wait for any instruction from the instructor. That particular machine with itself unable to understand about what the particular person in front of you is think about it. Then according to that, the particular machine can able to operate. So that is the mind reading technology. That is the mind reading technology is comfortable for the persons who are able to road. So these are all the things done by the machine learning people, the robotic people. So that particular robotic people, that is particularly helping for the healthcare department. That is what I'm talking about. In the 1977, all the tier 1 companies, they start funding their money towards the healthcare sector. Why? This particular healthcare technology is booming. Of course, I'm telling you, in the healthcare technology, there are 3 important peoples are here. One is doctors, one is a doctor's helpers, and the third is a pharmacist. And the 4th important things I need to add is biomedical engineers. See, healthcare industry is nowadays booming. Please note the point. The healthcare industry is nowadays booming, not because of the doctors. Whatever the doctors studied in the 1990s, the same anatomy of the heart, the same virtual, all the things happen in the human organ is happen nowadays. The doctors are not at all helpful for developing this particular healthcare technology, developing, booming. And the doctors helpers, the doctor helpers are supporting to the doctors to help some of the things. And the pharmacist, of course, somewhat we can able to help to find out some of the disease illness. and in the biomedical engineers. Because of the biomedical engineers, because of the development of these kind of equipments only, because of the development of these kind of innovations only, because of the development of these kind of creations only done by the biomedical engineers, that particular healthcare is booming nowadays. Because of these technology only, because of these developing technology only, every industry, okay, of course, nowadays, you know that Canon is start funding their money towards the, they get back the Toshiba company. The Toshiba company is hand over to the Canon. The Canon start manufacturing some of the healthcare products. Just think about it. What is the reason for coming all the financiers to fund their money towards the healthcare sector? Healthcare is booming. What is the reason for the healthcare booming? Because of the biomedical engineers, the healthcare is booming. Because of their invention, only the healthcare is booming. Because using this particular technology, we can able to create new machines. We can able to create the very comfortableness to the doctors and the patients, those who are using. So that is what the development is. Whatever the equipment we are created, that particular creator make user friendly to the users. That sort of equipment give the advantage. That sort of the equipment to give the comfortableness to the users, whether it may be doctors or the patients. That at all the patient can expect. Okay, rather training. The particular person comfortably read over themselves to recover the illness. That sort of the equipment needed. That sort of equipment can be done using this particular machine learning technology. So that is what we can able to record. These are all the healthcare learning applications over there. Then the next technology I need to point out is AI. Each and every person, those who are pursuing biomedical engineering now, I am requesting you people, you need to go for some of the online certificate course or some of the practical knowledge gaining AI in your studies itself. Because after 2025, every healthcare equipment is belonging to this particular technology. Because I hope you know about it. The Google is start funding their money towards the healthcare sector. Of course, you know that Sundar Pichai. Sundar Pichai start manufacturers. They start funding their AI technology to the healthcare technology, especially for retinopigmentosa disease. Especially for the retinopigmentosa disease. Retinopigmentosa disease. The Sankar Nethralaya is booked by the that is the Sundar Pichai for creating some of the AI technology to illness of the to recover the illness of the retinopigmentosa. So that is what my request is. All the biomedical engineers, those who are pursuing now, you will have a chance to study about AI. Please go on, because after in the modern nowadays the modern technology is slightly moving upon AI. But in the year of 2025 and over 2025, full modern technology is belonging to this particular AI. But this particular AI nowhere in our syllabus. This particular AI is nowhere in our book. That is what I'm talking about. So whatever the thing you need to know about this updating technology, you need to know about yourself. Then only you can able to face the market. Okay. Then. So these are all the top 5 usage of the artificial intelligence in the healthcare medical imaging. I hope everyone see the slide, right? There is no staring.
Excuse me, sir. It's not
Excuse me,
visible,
sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the slide is not visible, sir.
Not visible, sir.
That is what I'm talking. Just please interrupt anytime and please say if that is not visible. That is what.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes, yes.
Participant, please be avoid screen presenting, please.
Now
Yes,
you can
it's
able to
visible,
view, right,
sir.
sir? Now you can
Yes,
able to view,
yes,
right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So these are all the top 5 best usage of the artificial intelligence in the healthcare medical field. So these are all the things. So if you want to talk about AI, the one day is not enough. Even a month is not enough, because that is what the development is. We can able to use that particular AI in the healthcare technology. Each and every equipment is collapsed over. If the AI technology is aware of the particular CT or MRI, then there's no need of doctors and everything. No need of imaging technology, no need of 3D printing, no need of prosthetic. All the things can be done by AI. So that is what. So the detecting of the cardiovascular related abnormalities can be detected by this particular AI. That is the most advanced technology done by this through this particular AI. Okay, then of course you can able to read. You can able to read by yourself what is happening in your body, what has happened in the patient's body. All the thing can able to view this. Okay, we can able to predict over. We can able to predict over what is happening. If you are not supposed to over there in the CT or MRI, we can able to predict by yourself what is happening in your brain. We will not go for the image. We are not predictor over the image. From this particular technology itself, you can able to know about it, what has happened in the particular patient's human brain. what has happened in the particular patient's cranial system. All the things can able to done by the AI systems. So if the AI is coming, the imaging software, all this is collapsed over. So all the things can able to view through the AI technology. The doctors felt very comfortable. Even the radiologists can able to say what has happened in the patient's body. So that is what the technology is. See, this is the ophthalmological equipment, the development is. And these are all the things coming under the cardiovascular unit. And you can able to find out many sort of the information through the AI. Okay, AI technology can able to predict over and analyzes the patient's human abdomen and human ribs region. That particular AI technology will give the solutions also. The AI technology give the solutions also, what is happening in the human body and what is the solutions you need to take and what are the procedures you need to take, follow for overcome this particular illness. All the thing can able to give. Because of the machine learning, because of these particular machine learning and AI, the technology is booming. Okay, that is what you need to aware about it. Then the next thing important is virtual reality. Of course, the virtual reality invention is not for the healthcare in the 20 years back. But nowadays, virtual reality is used by the doctors. Okay, that they can able to recover some of the illness. They can able to diagnose some of the illness. They can able to predict over. Okay, so these are all the things available in many of the hospitals. Okay, nowadays. So these are all the technologies you need to aware about it. Through the virtual reality, you can able to read the patient's illness of the echogram or whatever the sort, what sort of the parameters you can able to say. We can able to predict over. All this may be happen. The virtual reality is the term to describe the three-dimensional computer-generated environment which can be explored and interacted with by a person. That is the very important. The term interacted with by a person is very important. Okay, that is what the development is. Each and every doctor, of course, these are all the development says that the doctors is not required. These are all the development says that clearly the doctors are not at all required. Even the machines can do all the functionality done by the doctors. Okay, that is what the development is. Okay, just see the development of the particular virtual reality is. Okay, all the things happen. The persons become a part of this particular virtual world of the immersed within the environment. And while there is able to manipulate objects or perform a series of actions. Okay, that is what very important word technology. This is what. This is the robot called the Da Vinci. This is the robot name called the Da Vinci. This is operated, this is approved by the FDA in the year of 2013, I think so. I think in the middle of 2013, I think so. This particular Da Vinci robot did the surgery. Major surgery. Nowadays, most of the American hospitals, most of the USA hospitals and some of the South American hospitals will use this particular robot for the surgery. Okay, this particular surgery is the name of the particular robot is called the Da Vinci. This particular Da Vinci invention create so many evaluation of the biomedical engineers. This particular Da Vinci can able to operate many sort of the surgery, many sort of almost 50 plus surgery can able to done by this through this particular Da Vinci. These are all the creations done not by the doctors, not by the electronics people, not by the electrical people. These are all the people. These are all the things done by the biomedical engineers. That is what I'm talking about. This is what the development. In the interview, if the recruiter asks something about Da Vinci, you say something about the Da Vinci person, the person who is a Da Vinci name. You need to talk about what is Da Vinci is. Okay, that is what the development you need to know about it. Yes, of course. So finally, I hope these are all the recent updated technology. Of course, many technologies also available. Because in a sort of time, I need to note about the most important technology available in the market. Okay, so according to that particular development of the modern technology, what is the role? Because in the first slide itself, I mentioned that you need to know about the techniques, and then you need to know about the role of that, and then only you can able to seek for the job. Okay, that is what. So first of all, the biomedical engineering role is designing. So the designing. The capturing of design, the thoughts is the designing. The thought, whatever you are capturing in the mind, that is the thoughts. That thought will make into design. Okay, that is the portable devices you can able to make through the design. Okay, you just think over in the society, what are all the patients' illness? What are all the people illness? The people are, which are all the things very uncomfortable for the people. You just think over it and create a thought and create a creation and create a think about it and make it a design as a portable device. And then once you are creating the portable device and then send it to the patent and then just to go sending the approval to the FDA. Through this only, each and every equipment what we crossed over from the 1895 X-ray up to this particular AI technology and virtual reality devices. This is the process. That is the designing process, the first thing. Through the designing, you can able to create the portable device. Through the portable devices, you need to send the approval to the FDA. Once the FDA is approved, FDA is approved over, then only it is come to the market. Before it is come to the market, it will sending approved to the particular company. Then the particular company start manufacturing. The designing is given by the biomedical engineer. The designing is given by the thoughts created, the thoughts creation, the portable device creation. The portable device creation is not created by any sort of the people. The person you know about the healthcare, the person you know about the human body, then only the particular person can able to create the portable devices for the healthcare people. So that is what the designing. And then after the approval from the FDA, then the particular company start manufacturing. In the manufacturing sector itself, the biomedical engineer will help the manufacturing. So many manufacturing sector, all the companies that is coming under Siemens Healthcare, GE Healthcare, Johnson & Johnson, then the Medtronic, all these having the manufacturing unit. In the particular manufacturing unit, many of there is a 75% of the biomedical engineers are there to manufacturing these sort of machines, because you need to know about the parameters of the particular organ, parameters of the particular machine. Then only you can able to operate it. So what that the manufacturing is the second role you have. And then testing. After the manufacturing is getting over, after the manufacturing of the particular devices approved by the FDA is over, the testing, that is the job role, testing and quality biomedical engineer. That is the job scope actually. That testing is also done by the biomedical engineer. Whether it is giving any illness to the patient, even though the particular FDA is approved, each and every company have some of the testing and quality test, biomedical engineer. That particular engineer give approval. After the approval of the testing and quality biomedical engineer only, that particular equipment is sent to the market. Okay, that kind of testing is also done by the biomedical engineer. Okay, whether the particular equipment is giving to the illness to the patient or the doctors or whatever it is, whomever it is. Then the next thing, once it is going to the market, that particular equipment need to send to the doctors, need to send to the hospitals. That is done by the selling. That is through the selling we can able to do it. That is done by the sales biomedical engineer. Very important. That is a very important role. We need to get all the equipment to the hospital through the sales biomedical engineer. And the next, troubleshooting. If the particular equipment is faulted over, if the particular equipment is not functioning, the doctors can't able to do it. The doctors, helpers are not able to do it. The technicians, whomever in the nurses or some of the helpers can't able to operate the machine. Only the biomedical engineer in the hospital can able to troubleshooting that particular equipment. That is why in many sort of the surgery, in many of the major surgery and minor surgery, the schedule will be sent to the biomedical engineers. That biomedical engineers come to that particular surgical unit. He just being along with the doctors while the surgery is going on. Because if the particular equipment is not functioning properly, the doctors can't able to do it. Even the doctors can't able to operate the machine. The biomedical engineer only teach them to operate, how to switch on the particular machine, how to switch off the particular machine, how we can able to give the radiation exposure, all the things. That can able to done by the biomedical engineer. And then demo. That is what, giving demo to the doctors. That is a job role. The designation is called application engineer. He can able to give the demo to the doctors. Then only the doctor can able to understand. Okay, then trainer. If you are expert, you need to give the training to the young biomedical engineers. If you know about the recent technology, if you know about the recent updates of the healthcare technology, you can able to give the training to the biomedical engineers. Those who are pursuing or those who are graduates. And then researcher. Researcher is this is just a round manner. The circle manner the job role is happen. When the researcher collect the information from the sales and the service person. What are all the feedbacks given by the doctors? What are all the feedbacks given by the users? The particular researcher can rectify the particular design. At the same time, the researcher can have a capability to create some of the new technology. At the same time, that is what each and every job role is available in every tier 1 companies. You need to aware about it. What is the design engineering job role? What is the manufacturing engineering job role? What is the testing engineering job role? What is the selling engineering job role? All the thing you need to know about it. Don't say, I need a job, I need a job, I need a job. Don't go for the opportunities without knowing all these things. Because you should know about everything about your role. And then you just go and seek your opportunities. Okay. Then, I hope many of, these are all the things very important. At the same time, many of them know about it. I think so. But even though it's my duty to tell about the totally 8 job scopes of the biomedical engineer. Okay, if you are finishing your biomedical engineering, totally 8 job is waiting for you. If you are go for the job, not for the higher studies or not for any entrepreneur or whatever it may be. If you are go for the job, if you are seek for the job, that is totally 8 job scopes are available in the market. Okay, one is that is all the thing depending on the roles what I am talking about. According to the role only, your opportunities. So these are all the 8 opportunities waiting for you. Sales biomedical engineer. Of course, you all know that sales biomedical engineer is selling the product. That is the only thing you need to know. At the same time, what are the things, out of the other things you need to notice, what are the advantage of the sales biomedical engineer? What are the disadvantage of the sales biomedical engineer? What are all the illness happen to the sales biomedical engineer? What are all the advantage? What is the salary given by the corporate companies for the sales biomedical engineer? All the things you need to make a research before searching for the job. Before go for the opportunity seeking, before go for the job seeking, you need to know about all these things. Don't say sales biomedical engineering selling the product. Behind that, there are so many things happen to the sales biomedical engineer. You should know about it. Okay, that is what I need to share some of the small thing about it. One of my friend who is working as a HR, that is a human resource person in Medtronic. He called for some of the people, those who are fresher. He just asked the question, we are appointed you as a sales biomedical engineer. Okay, you need to travel almost 50 to 60 kilometers to meet a doctor. This is a target like that. Then the particular person says that, sir, I don't need to travel, sir. I want to sit in the company itself. I need to work because I have some of the health issue. So what is happened? Because then automatically the particular HR person rejected the particular person. Why? Because the sales biomedical engineers need to go there to meet a doctor. That is the main job responsibility. So many of the person not knowing this. That is what many of the job opportunities, many of the biomedical engineers are not getting the job. You need to know about all these things, descriptions about what is sales. Then service biomedical engineer. Of course, I already told you troubleshooter. Troubleshooters are the service biomedical engineers. You need to know about the role of them. You can able to receive the call. You can able to get a call during the midnight. Your main responsibility is you need to go there whenever the call is come. Whenever the call is come from the hospital or the company, you need to go and attend the particular call. You need to troubleshooting the particular illness because the major surgery is going on. So you are very needed. So that is what the job role is. Okay. Then application biomedical engineer. Application biomedical engineer is giving demo to the doctors. You are giving demo to the highly graduated people in the society. That is doctors. The doctors are not like a student. The professor is giving a lecture. The students are simply sitting. After the lecture is over, only he or she may ask the questions. But the doctors are not like that. If you are presenting it to the doctors, throw their questions. Throw the doctors. For example, if you are appointed as a application biomedical engineer in a Philips, some of the doctor may ask, you are presenting a CT machine demo. This particular CT machine in your company is not comfortable for me because you are appointed as a Philips. Okay. Some of the Siemens companies, Siemens product is very comfortable, man. They were giving that extra clarity. They were giving a small set of specifications that is user friendly. Like that, they were asking the questions. So you should have the answer about it. So what has happened is you need to know about, if you are appointed as an application biomedical engineer in Siemens, you know about what is the Siemens for the CT. You should know about what is happened in the Philips CT. What has happened in the Medtronic CT? What is the specifications of the General Electrical CT? All these things you know. Then only you can able to answer these sort of questions from the doctors. Okay, the doctors can able to compare the companies because for the pricing they can able to compare. They are supposed to reject the particular product. So you should have answers. You should have responsible to answer all these questions. So you should have some of the updated technological knowledge. Then only you can able to answer it. Okay, biomedical engineer in hospital. Many of them say, sir, biomedical engineer in hospital is just for the maintaining the equipment. No, only 30% is maintaining the equipment. Other 75% is you need to make the file of each and every equipment. The filing is a major job for the biomedical engineer in hospital. So filing is each and single electrode is the cost of at least 10 rupees or 15 rupees. You should have some of the documents with you. Okay, just think about it. In the multi-speciality hospital, there are over 15,000 plus equipments are there. It can able to categorize as a minor, major, and critical. So all these kind of equipments can be filing by the biomedical engineer in hospital. At the same time, he can able to maintain the each and every equipment in the hospital. And during the surgery is going on, we need to avail about each and every equipment what the doctors can able to use over it. So all the things can be done by the biomedical engineer. So you should have some of the description about this before you are going for the job, before you are going for the search of the job, you can able to aware about it. Then already I told you, testing and quality biomedical engineer. Only after his approval, only the product will be come to the market. Of course, FDA approval is very important. But after the company's manufacturing is over, the product of manufacturing is over, the testing and quality biomedical engineer will test the particular product and send to the market. That is the job responsibility. Then biomedical clinical engineer, whatever the thing he discussed about in the nano robots and the biomaterials and the pathological oriented, biochemistry oriented, stem cell therapy, all the things is coming under this particular clinical engineer job. Okay, whatever the equipment we are using in the laboratory, the pathology, microbiology, biochemistry, all these sort of equipments can be manufactured, selling, and all the things is done by the clinical engineers. Okay, then the biomedical consultant are all for the trainings. Okay, you can't able to find out the biomedical job scope in any sort of the website. Suppose, for example, if you are typed job for biomedical engineers in the Google, medical coding is only coming. We are not find out any sort of the sales biomedical engineer job and service biomedical engineer job. It is very rare. At the same time, if it is coming, it is not coming from the Tier 1 companies, because through this particular biomedical consultant, the particular Tier 1 companies and the hospitals can recruit the people. So biomedical consultant job is, that is the group of people giving the training to the biomedical engineers. If the particular companies needed any sort of the sales biomedical engineer or service biomedical engineer, or any hospital needed biomedical engineer, they directly approach these particular consultants. Instead of putting advertisement to the job seeking website, they are straight away consulting with the biomedical consultant. We need this particular, we need a sales biomedical engineer. We need this kind of role person. That is the thing, approach to the directly to the biomedical consultant. The biomedical consultant people will give the people. So that is the main job done by the biomedical consultant. And finally, last but not least, the biomedical researcher and the biomedical scientist. So biomedical scientists and biomedical researchers are the thought creators or the designers. Whatever the equipments now available in the market is done by the biomedical researcher and biomedical scientist. From the 1895, William Ranjan is a scientist actually. So nowadays, the recent technology, all the wearable technologies, nano robots, all the things is done by the scientist. Most important term is biomedical scientist. That is the very important thing. That is the role done by the biomedical researcher, not only the new creation. The already created machines, already created technology is also updated by the biomedical researcher. So every companies have this research section. In the research section, they can able to rectify the feedback of the doctors given by the particular already available in the equipment, and also the new creation is done by this particular researcher. So these are all the job scope. According to the role, your job scope will be explicit. So that is the main important thing you need to know about it. That is sales biomedical engineer, service biomedical engineer, application biomedical engineer in hospital, testing and quality biomedical engineer, biomedical consultant, clinical biomedical engineer, and last but not least is biomedical researcher and biomedical scientist. These are all the 8 options for you, man. These are all the 8 options for you. Once you are finishing the final year or once you are graduating, these are all the 8 job scope available in the market. You need to note about all the descriptions of each and every job. What is the merits and what is the demerits, and which are all the things comfortable for you, and which are all the things required, and which are all the things you need to update it by yourself. All the things you know about through the job descriptions. So where we need to find this kind of what are the requirement of the sales biomedical engineer? What are all the things required? What are all the eligibility criteria for the sales biomedical engineer? All the things is available in the job seeking website. In the job seeking website, they just posted, and not the Tier 1 company. Whatever the company it's made, they are just printed out. They are just giving the advertisement that sales biomedical engineer we need. In that, they are just giving a job description. Just read out. Just read out the job description. Just read out the roles and responsibilities. From that, you can able to gather the knowledge. So through the hospital training also, you can able to gather the knowledge. In my 2 weeks back, I posted some of the video in YouTube. In that, how we can able to gather the knowledge about these particular job scope. If you have a chance, go and visit it. Okay, because in a small sort of time, I think so. Yuvraj sir giving me a time of almost it is over. I think so. It is 12:20 almost. Okay, we don't have any time to talk about this. If you have any chance, you just go and visit the video. So that is what, as a biomedical engineer, as a beginner, as a fresher, you need to know about the description, full description of each and every biomedical job scope, because the faculty members are not responsible for that, because faculty members are already having a work to do that, because they are rushing towards to finish their syllabus, because their job responsibility is that. These are all the responsibilities. These are all the updating knowledge. It's gathering by yourself. Don't expect anything from the institution and anything from the college, anything from the faculty. Okay, the faculty members are giving the knowledge only. The institutions are providing knowledge. The institutions are providing what sort of the training to you, the teaching to you, not for the job. The faculty members are not providing job. The institutions are not responsible for giving the job. That is your job responsibility. They are all giving the knowledge to you. They are all giving the training to you. They are all giving the what sort of the thing you need to have. That sort of the things the institution and the faculty members can able to give, not for the job. That is the main thing you need to note about it. Okay, so if you know about all this description, think about yourself during the final year itself. This is the comfortable job for me. So just search up according to that. Don't say simply I need a job, I need a job, I need a job. Just say I need a sales job, I need a service job, I need an application job. Like that you can able to say. Nowadays, many of them says that biomedical job seeking is very uncomfortable. Don't think that. Many of the tier 3, tier 4 companies, they are spreading some of the negative impacts to the biomedical engineers. Nowadays, already I told in the previous webinar in some other college, I already told you 8.5% of the freshers are recruited in tier 1 companies. Of course, it has happened. 8.5% of the freshers got a job in tier 1 company. How it has happened? How it has happened? Just think about it. Just think about it. These are all the things that many of them say that freshers are not getting a job in the tier 1 company. If you are eligible, if you are having updated knowledge, if you are very comfortable with recent technologies, of course you are recruited. Of course you are recruited. Okay, that is the very important thing you need to know about it. Okay, so of course, most importantly, you need to know about the top 10 biomedical companies and everything in the Google. Periodically, you need to check over it. That is a very important thing. Periodically, you need to check over each and every company's new product, new technologies, and new job responsibilities, new job seeking, all the things. In each and every company's website, in the blog, they just mentioned at the newsletter. In the newsletter, each and every week, they are updating what has happened in their company. If you have a chance, you just please go and visit periodically the newsletters of the biomedical companies. Then you can able to get the knowledge, what is the recent updated. What is the technology that is recently updated by the Stryker or Abbott? What is updated by the GE? All the things you can able to know about it. So all these things if you have, then only you can able to search for the job. If you are aware about all these things, then only you can able to seek the job. Then only you can able to get the job actually. Okay. So that's all about my session. I think so it is over. So that's all about my session and my thoughts about the modern technology. What are all the job opportunities for the biomedical engineers in the modern world? So I hope so it is giving somewhat little bit of advantage for you to gather about this information. And thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity. And this I'm hold on this particular session. Dr. Yuvraj sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hold on. If there is any queries.
Sir, it was very useful and a more informative session, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any queries from the participants can able to proceed now.
So can you
Request all the participants, please ask any queries about this session.
Can you please tell about the salaries which biomedical engineer get in each and every sector, average salary?
Yes, of course. Actually, the salary may vary according to the companies. Okay, the salaries vary according to the company. I'm talking about mostly. I'm not talking about the tier 2, tier 3 companies. I'm talking about the tier 1 companies. If you are recruiting, if you are appointed as a sales biomedical engineer in any of the tier 1 companies, then your package will be around 25,000 The 25K, of course, in Indian money. And then if you are appointed as a service biomedical engineer, you are a sales biomedical approximately in the variation of 25 to 35. Application engineer get more salary around 35K to 45K. I am talking about the tier 1 companies. Okay. And then if you are appointed as a biomedical engineer in hospital, my friend Hamid Shah is working as a biomedical engineer in UAE hospital. He got a salary of around 3 lakhs. He got a salary of around 3 lakhs. According to the hospital, it may vary because this is not a company profession, actually biomedical engineer in hospital. According to the appointment of the hospital, it may vary. And then testing and quality biomedical engineer will get around 60K. Okay, 60K. I'm talking about the fresher salary. I'm talking about fresher salary, please mind. And then if you go for the biomedical consultant is not for the job actually. He is giving training. From the participants and from the trainees and from the companies, he may get amount. Okay. And then a biomedical researcher, because a clinical biomedical engineer may get set up more than 50K as a fresher for the biomedical engineers in the tier 1 companies I'm talking about. And the last biomedical researcher, of course, you can able to get 1 lakh of salary. 1 lakh of salary in Indian money I'm talking about, especially the 4 companies, because in the 4 companies, my colleagues are working as HR managers. So that from there, I can able to get that information. That is especially GE, Philips, Siemens Healthcare, and Medtronic. So these are all the 4 important companies. They are giving the salary on the basis of this particular duration. That is variations. Okay. I hope you get answer.
Anyone participant, please? Sorry.
Most importantly, rather you are putting your comments in the chat box. Straight away, you are just please unmute yourself and straight away ask the questions to me.
Hello, sir. This is from GKM.
Yeah.
Sir, what are the experience or skills that I need to update for myself if I need to go for a hospital or a
Excuse me. Sorry, your voice is not at all clear actually.
The rest of the participants are to mute to audio, please. Hello.
Yes.
Hello,
yes,
sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Come on.
So, what are the skills or techniques that I need to learn if I have to go for a hospital biomedical engineer or a service biomedical engineer? So, what are the skills that I need to update myself?
Yes. Skills mean that if you go for a service biomedical engineer, the basic electronics is very important. The basic electronics is totally very important. There is a 75% of electronics you need to know about it. And remaining 25%, you need to aware about every equipment in the hospital. Okay, every equipment in the hospital you need to aware about whether it may be a micro equipment or major equipment or a critical equipment. What sort of the equipment it may be, you should have some of the awareness about each and every equipment. That is the main responsible for the biomedical engineer, those who are working as an hospital. Service biomedical engineer, the only thing you need to know about it, you should be strong in basic electronics and electricals. That is very comfortable for you to troubleshooting any sort of equipment, because whatever the equipment it is, inside is full of electronics. Okay, that is what I'm talking. Any questions, please? Any sort of questions? Can you please open my session? Instead of putting chat box, you just please ask me directly. That is very comfortable for me, because if I go there and read about it, instead of that, you can able to ask me.
Sir, can you please share me that PPT link, sir, through Medium?
Yeah, through Yuvraj sir. I think Yuvraj sir has some of the video recording. I think so. I hope he can able to share with you.
Yes, truly will share all the participants, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Participant, any question, please?
Sir,
Yes,
if
madam.
we want to get into regulatory affairs jobs, what type of course we have to undergo, sir?
Ma'am, please, once again, ma'am, please.
If someone is trying to get into jobs related to regulatory affairs or
Yeah.
quality engineering, what kind of course they should do?
Course, actually, you just please whatever. Rather going for the course and certification, my point is certification is also important, course is also important. Practical knowledge is very important. Through the hospital, you can able to, through the company's training, you can able to get all these sort of, rather going for the course or rather going for the that is a certification and everything. Straight away go to the hospital and approach, or straight away go to the companies and approach. Many of the companies, especially BMI, that is Niranjan Ultrasound, Baxter, and some of the other companies, they are giving these sort of trainings or factory trainings. So that sort of practical knowledge is also required by the recruiters. Okay, there is no need of certification. If a certification you have, if you have course you have, no, they are not asking like, they are asking some of the practical knowledge you have. So if you have practical knowledge about all these things, if you want to gather all this practical knowledge, through the practical section only you can able to get it, through the companies or the hospitals. So rather you're going for the course or certification, please go for straight training. That is the best, better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, does biomedical engineers has any scope on science communicators? Being a science communicator, like being a YouTuber or being a science communicator for any specific areas, does biomedical engineers have any scope on that currently now?
Actually, I'm not clear about your question actually. You are asking about instead of studying biomedical engineering, if you are studying something and if you are approaching some of the biomedical sector, right? That is what you're asking, right?
No, sir. No, sir. Not like that, sir. Being a science communicator, sir, communicating about science knowledge through like in social media and YouTube and a lot of the places like this. That any companies are hiring a biomedical.
That are all the thing of personal willings actually. That is not a scope actually. That is not scope actually. You can able to share your knowledge. You can able to give a share your knowledge or thoughts and everything through the YouTubes and everything. That is not scope actually. Okay, that is the personal willing and personal passion you have to tell about all these things. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any question, please, participant?
Hello, sir.
Yes, madam. Come on.
Hello, sir. My name is Avishankar.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, sir. Come on. Sorry.
I know that one thing. What are the skills I to develop to become a sales biomedical engineer?
Actually, sales biomedical engineer, the main job role is you need to travel almost 20 to 50 kilometers in a day. In that particular thing, you should have health issue. You should have and then you should have the responsibility to read the mind of the doctors because you should have patience. Because the doctor's first job is he's going to meet a patient. After he finishing the patient only, he will appointing to you. You are giving appointed time to you. So till that, you need to have a patience. You should have some of the comfortableness with the doctor speaking. Communication is very important actually. At the same time, you should have the capability to read the mindset of the doctors. And at the same time, you should have some of the convincing power. So these are all the capabilities in my point of view, the sales biomedical engineer should have. At the same time, if you are appointed as a sales biomedical engineer in any sort of the companies for the product, for example, ECG, aware about ECG about competing companies. Currently, you can able to answer the questions of the doctors arising about the different competing companies. Okay, that is the sort of skills you need.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
I can't hear you, man. Please, can you please note?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Now?
No. Proceed.
Yeah.
Sir, is a master's degree is required to be a biomedical engineer in industry sort of areas like in service or applicant biomedical engineer? Is master degree is much required?
No, not required. Not required. That is what I'm telling. The courses and the certification, the recruiters are not going to watch you the courses and certificate and what is the marks you have in the engineering studies or in the postgraduate study. The particular recruiter only analyzing you. You have any knowledge about it. That's all. If you are going for the master degree, if you are going for the B after finishing the bachelor degree, if you are search for the job, and the same thing the recruiter expecting after finishing your master degree. So my point of view, if you have any research knowledge, if you have any scope of going a biomedical researcher or biomedical scientist, then proceed with the master's degree. Okay, if you go for job seeking, if you go for some of the job for the healthcare market, straight away go to the job. No need to do any master's degree now.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question I ask, sir.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Sir, there are many small companies around Chennai. They are providing, instrumentation knowledge, like small ECGs and electrodes are like that. With the small equipment, they are providing knowledge, and within the course of 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they provide certificate. Does that certificate have value? Can we use that certificate to approach for any other companies for a job seeking in
of course, the certification for the purpose of certification, you go for the training, that is not useful. For the purpose of knowledge gaining, if you go for any sort of the training, that is very useful. For the sake of the certification, you go and attend any training, that should not be give any knowledge. For for the gaining of knowledge, if you go for any sort of the training, then that is very comfortable for you to attend. Okay, that is also very comfortable because these are all the things the faculty members and the college, we can't able to do this because of the running of time. We can't able to do this. Okay, so these are all the trainings you can able to approach yourself to any sort of the companies and get it. But very importantly, not for the certification you do that. For gaining of the knowledge, if you go for attending any sort of the training, that is very useful for you to improve your resume quality.
Okay. Sir, and one more thing, sir. While a fresher biomedical engineer search for our job, many companies offer medical coding as a job for biomedical.
My point is actually, I requesting, I already requested Dr. Yuvraj sir, my friend. Actually, I requested please don't encourage the people to go for the medical coding. My kind of, because I am there in the field for the past 15 to 20 years, I am totally avoiding this particular medical coding because if you go for the medical coding, no need to study the biomedical engineering. If you study BSc Science, if you study BSc Physics, if you study BSc Chemistry, that qualification is already enough for going for the medical coding. Okay, that is what I'm telling you. That is what, please go for my kind request is all the biomedical beginners and biomedical freshers, keep on, I'm telling that. Biomedical coding is not at all a biomedical job. Please remember, in the job scope itself and the job role itself, anywhere else I am not mentioning any coding is very important. Okay.
Yes, I understand, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Come on.
sir.
Yes, madam. Come on, proceed.
What skills should we develop for application specialist and how do we get?
Yeah. Actually, each and every job scope, many of them asking the question that how to develop the skill. So skill, we can't able to say the skill requirement is differ from each and every companies actually. Okay, that is a very important thing. Overall requirement, the skill required for the biomedical engineer is he should have some of the confidence because you are supposed to give the demo to the doctors. In front of you, the people sitting in front of you is graduates, well-graduate people in the society. You should have confidence to talk about it. You should have confidence to giving demo to the doctors. At the same time, you should have some of the updating knowledge about that particular equipment along with their competitors. Because the doctors are not simply sitting to listening your lecture, listening your demo. They are keep on asking you the questions. They are keep on asking you the clarification about the doubts. So you are ready to answer all the questions. At the same time, you are ready to have you are comfortable with all the answers, all the questions. So for that, you should have the updated knowledge because each and every day, every equipment is updated by the every companies. So updating knowledge is very important for the application biomedical engineer, and confidence and the boldness is very important for the biomedical application engineer. Then my point of view. Apart from that, each and every application engineer have different sort of role in different sort of companies. But overall, you should have these kind of roles.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, what? Sir?
Yeah. Proceed, man. Proceed, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, what you said 8 set of biomedical engineering job, and what is the difference between service biomedical engineer and testing biomedical engineer, sir? Because they sound so similar.
See, testing biomedical engineer is once the equipment is manufactured, okay, after the approval of FDA, the FDA approval to the company start manufacturing. Okay, the testing biomedical engineer will check once the particular equipment is manufactured over before it's sent into the market. The particular testing and quality biomedical engineer check the particular equipment. If the particular equipment is giving any illness to the users, whether it may be a patient or the doctors. Okay, this is the testing role. After the particular equipment is reached to the market, after the particular equipment is selling to the hospital, during the time the particular equipment may give any troubleshooting. During the particular minute, the service biomedical engineer will go there and troubleshooting. Okay, the testing and biomedical engineering is a role in the manufacturing sector, and the service biomedical engineer, it is in the marketing sector. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Yuvraj sir.
Yes.
I hope so. Running sort of time. If it is okay for you, I'm ready to give any sort of answers. But according to you, you said any time limit there.
Otherwise, we will close it, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. We got,
Thank you.
we got more information, sir. I think it was very useful for engineering community how to find the best opportunity in biomedical as well as electronics field, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving opportunity for me, especially Dr. Yuvraj sir and the management of the GRT in engineering, the GRT Institute of Engineering and Technology. And thanks to all the participants, those who are participating today. I hope you have any contact or if you have any clarification about anything, you can able to ask me through the Yuvraj sir. Thanks a lot for giving an opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.